Hey coaches, hope you had an awesome weekend. Welcome to day 6. And I hope that you are enjoying talking to people about coaching and inviting them to the Coach Open House that we start a week from today. So one thing I just want to point out before we get into today's topic is this sign that's behind me. I know you guys see that a lot in my team calls, and it's there on purpose. There's Ozzy. He's looking at the sign too. It's there on purpose because truly, just like what you guys read in the Slight Edge when you were reading it in part 1, we are what we repeatedly do. So it's just a reminder today that continue to invite people and continue to talk to them about the opportunity. You have no idea what life you could change just by offering it up to them. And when you talk about the coaching opportunity, always be lighthearted about it and say something like, I know this opportunity may not be for you, but I think you would like it because of this. But if it's not for you, that's okay. You can let me know. So you always give them an out. So you never want to make them feel like you're pushing them to do it. You just want them to know that you genuinely feel like the opportunity would be great for them and that it could really change their life. But the only way that you can continue to build your team and continue to build your business is doing it every day and sharing that message every single day. So again, we are what we repeatedly do. And I see that every day, and that's in here for a reason. Okay. So now day 6. Day 6, we're talking about creating loyal Shakeology customers. And again, it goes back to we are what we repeatedly do. Like, being a loyal Shakeology customer yourself is a big part of it. When you drink Shakeology and you see the benefits and you see how much better you feel, you're going to believe in the product a lot more than if you were not drinking it every day. Okay, but let's just talk about some ideas on how we can create loyal Shakeology customers. In part 1, we talked about how to talk about Shakeology, but now we're taking it a step further and we're talking about how to create loyal Shakeology customers, because that's important not only in your customers, but also in your coaches. And I feel like when you create loyal Shakeology customers, those customers will eventually become coaches because they believe in the product and they know that they're seeing benefits from the product. If anything, they would want to become a discount coach, or they would want to become a coach that's growing the business because they believe so much in Shakeology. Okay, so remember how we talked about getting to Emerald last week, and I talked about signing up your spouse or significant other and how you could order packets on their business every month to keep them active. A great way is, to keep people on Shakeology and to help them see the value in Shakeology is to provide them with a sample before they purchase it. So try it before they buy it. So if you have those sample packs at your home, you have an opportunity to give them an individual serving of Shakeology. And a lot of times I really try to call it an individual serving because a sample is just one of those things that like people automatically thinks for free. So I personally give away individual packets for free. That's a decision that I've always done with my business, and that's just what I've chosen to do. However, there may be a time that I change that. But right now, that's what I do for my business. Now, for you, you may want to charge every time you give someone a single serving packet. And when you do that, that does create value for that person. So if you say, yeah, I'd be more than happy to let you try Shakeology before you invest. It's $5 per serving, and I have them individually packaged. You can send me money via PayPal. You can write me a check if they're local. You can, pay cash, whatever. Okay, so samples or individual serving packets to let people try it before they buy it is a great way. Just like the 6-day shred, if you're getting someone in the 6-day shred and you're participating in that every month, before they get involved in that, offer them to add the 6 days of Shakeology for part of the 6-day shred. Okay, that's just an option that you can offer everybody that says yes to the 6-day shred. Okay, you also have the option on Team Beachbody. Customers can order the 4-pack of Shakeology. It's a Shakeology sampler, and they can get the regular Shakeology or the vegan Shakeology sampler pack, and only one per customer on that, and that's $20 for 4 packets. So if you don't have any packets at home, it's a great option for people who want to try it before they buy it. And also, another great way to try before they buy it is to have a home tasting. So invite people over and make the Shakeology for them, because a lot of times people just don't understand how to make a good shake. And they make it wrong, and then it's like, oh, that was terrible, it wasn't good. And it's like, well, how did you make it? So a lot of times it's good if people are local to have them over, and then you can just create a better bond with them. You're creating more meaningful relationship and showing interest in them when you invite them over to your house. Cool? Got it. Okay, so next is, what are the top benefits of Shakeology? So we already have talked about how to talk about Shakeology, so I'm not going to go into this a lot, but you want to make sure that you're listening to what that customer is looking for. What are they looking for a solution for? And you need to grab bits and pieces of how Shakeology has helped you or other people to create that solution for that person. You don't have to share everything about Shakeology, just share the little piece that's going to help that person see the benefit in Shakeology for themselves, okay? And you guys know the benefits because we've talked about them. You know about them from part 1, so you guys know how to talk about Shakeology in that sense. So a lot of times it's really good to, I don't want to say compare Shakeology to another shake, but if someone is drinking another shake, it's good to say, you know, Shakeology doesn't really compare. It's like comparing apples to oranges, because Shakeology is not a protein shake. It's not a weight loss shake. It's not really a meal replacement. It's truly a health food shake. You can use it as a meal replacement, sure. It has a lot of protein in it, yes. And will it help you lose weight over time? Sure, of course it will. Okay, but you don't want to necessarily compare it, because it's not comparable. The ingredients in Shakeology are far beyond what any other shake I've seen on the market. And if someone is really convinced on their shake, a lot of times I ask, hey, I'm just really interested to see the ingredients in your shake. And a lot of times shakes are going to have artificial flavors. They're going to have soy. They're going to have artificial sweeteners. So that's some of the stuff that if you're looking at someone else's shake that they're drinking, that you can point out that Shakeology does not have. Okay. Let's see what else. I've got my notes here that I'm looking at. You always want to lead with Shakeology. So if there is a challenge pack that's on sale, a lot of times we say, okay, Shakeology is $130. If the challenge pack's on sale for $140, hey, guess what? You can get this program for $10 extra by buying Shakeology. So you always want to discount the program, not necessarily Shakeology, because if we discount Shakeology, it just sets it up, it just decreases the value of Shakeology. And that is, again, why I don't put it out there that I want discount coaches on my team. I only talk to people about the discount, the discount as a coach, if they've brought it up to me personally, okay? And like we talked about in part 1, help them budget for Shakeology. Help them find a way to fit it in their budget. You guys see Ozzy right there, he wants to get out. I'm almost done. I'll let you out in a second, but okay, so you want to help them budget so that it's sustainable in their budget for a long time. And as you help them budget for it, if you can help them find $130 in their budget every single month, over time, when they continue to do that, they're going to see the benefits, and hopefully they're going to want to pay it forward, and maybe the possibility of earning their Shakeology for free by becoming a coach, right? And then truly just keeping them involved. Like, always keeping your Shakeology customers in your challenge groups. You know, texting them a couple times a month saying, how is Shakeology going? What are you noticing? What are the differences you're seeing in Shakeology? And saying, I love to hear success stories, so always share with me your stories. You know, remind them of the budget that you set, and hopefully that they're keeping their budget. The more you engage them and the more you ask them for their benefits on Shakeology, the more that they're going to see that for themselves, and they're going to say, you know, I do need to stay on Shakeology. Okay, and just make sure that in the challenge group you're always talking about, hey guys, what's your favorite benefit of Shakeology? Or hey guys, what was your recipe for Shakeology today? Because if people share recipes, they can maybe find a new way to do it, to drink their Shakeology. And lastly, keeping involved by posting about Shakeology on social media every once in a while. You don't have to puke all about Shakeology, but maybe there's one thing in particular that you're loving about Shakeology. For me, it's always the sweet cravings. So a lot of times I'm like, man, I'm so glad that I have my Shakeology, because otherwise I'd be eating a bag of M&Ms. So thank God I have my chocolate here, and I know I'm getting healthy superfoods in it. So that's how we create loyal Shakeology customers, and hopefully turning those loyal Shakeology customers into coaches. See you guys tomorrow.